It's National Women's History Month, and all the guys who are watching, their balls just shrunk. I thought I'd celebrate by sharing some of the women who have inspired me over the years, and who knows, maybe they're watching, even if they're dead. YouTube's gotten pretty big these days. Welcome back to kimTV, where you learn how to stop running on empty, fill your tank, and live agelessly. March is National Women's History Month. Now, it may seem like a trivial thing to you and me. I mean, we're celebrating everything. Why not celebrate National Mushroom Day? Maybe there is something like that. But back in 1911, when this celebration first began as International Women's Day, things were mighty different. I looked out to women who I saw in the news, women who I saw on TV, women who I saw in magazines and books. Here are some of the women who have inspired me. Hildegard von Bingen. I know, who names their child Hildegard these days? She was a mystic, she was a composer, she was an author, she was an architect, which was unheard of for women in the 12th century. And what's really interesting is when she was a child, around 8 or 9 years old, her parents gave her to the church. She was consulted by kings and popes and influential people of her time. And what really inspires me is that she was a woman in the 12th century, grew up in the Catholic Church, definitely oppressive times, and she rose to create incredible writings and music. In fact, her music has inspired people to this day, including me. I listen to her music all the time. Coco Chanel in the early 1900s, she was a revolutionary fashion designer. She's impacted the world of style and feminine dress. And one of the biggest influences that Coco has had on me is raising the bar on how you appeal to the world. When you step out of the house, you should look put together. That's always been my motto. In fact, I would get dressed up to get in the bathtub. Georgia O'Keeffe, one of the most influential artists and painters of the 20th century. Georgia saw nature in her own unique way, and she made it come to life with sensuality and color and boldness. To this day, she inspires me to see things in my own unique way. Katharine Hepburn, an iconic figure of the 20th century, received 4 Oscars and 12 Oscar nominations and had an unconventional life, and she really was influential in redefining women's roles in our society. Again, it was one of those, I guess there's a trend in terms of the women. There's this individualistic nature. Esther Williams, another iconic figure in film and television. She inspired me to reach past my limits. I used to watch her movies as a child, and they were called opera musicals. I became a synchronized swimmer. I competed in the Junior Olympics, and doing so helped me cure myself of asthma. Marilyn Monroe. I know she's an icon for many people, but what I really love about Marilyn is that she was born in really bad situation and was in orphanages and just kind of foster homes, and really got this spirit inside of her that she was going to make her life the way that she wanted it. She was so smart in creating her life and architecting it and going, I know the situation that I was given, I'm going to change it. She just really inspires me that we can create anything we want. There's no limits to what we were given or how we were born, and that we can craft it all the way. Another woman who's inspired me is Lily Tomlin, and she may be one of those people you may not know, you may not hear her name, but she's still alive. Sorry, Lily, if you're watching, I love you. She was an actress, a comedian, and stand-up on Laugh-In and on television in the early 70s, and she went on to do drama on West Wing and brought humor as the secretary to the president. I remember watching her one-woman show on Broadway in the 80s, Search for Intelligent Signs of Life, 5 times, standing room only, and I was mesmerized at her view on life. And between her and her writing partner Jane Wagner, they just taught me or inspired me to to say that I had a voice, and even if I look at the world in a very different or quirky way, that it could have impact and it could reach people. In fact, she inspired me to be a stand-up comedian. Thanks to the incredible examples set forth from Lily Tomlin and Marilyn Monroe and Katharine Hepburn and Georgia O'Keeffe and Coco Chanel and Hildegard von Bingen, I continue to find more and more of who I am as a woman on this planet, and am able to express myself with beauty and grace and power and creativity. And they continue to inspire me every day to reach more, to be more, and to share more of who I am on the planet. When you take a moment to connect to acknowledge the women in history who have made history by overcoming all odds to do what they did, it's like putting air back in your tires so that you can keep moving. If a woman, any woman in history could make history, so can you. So that's who inspired me. What women in history inspired you and why? Let me know in the comments below. Another viewer might need to be inspired by her today. As usual, I'll continue to share tips and resources and products and anything that I discover on the road back to my own vitality and energy. If there's anything you'd like to see me cover or address, be sure to let me know in the comments below as well. And if you like what I shared today, what are you waiting for? Subscribe. I publish a new video every week, and by subscribing, you'll be notified every time that I do. And it's easy. Simply log into YouTube using your Gmail account and then click the red subscribe button that's up there or down there and you're in. And comment. Please comment. Otherwise, I'm this crazy woman just talking. Thank you so much for inviting me into your world today. Be sure to share kimTV with a woman that you love. Until next time, live agelessly.
Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below and show me some Sally Field and like it. And of course, subscribe. I promise I'll make it worth your while.
Blah, blah, blah. The balls just shrunk. Really, they did, right?